Well, with the new year here, it's a good time to think about cleaning out not only your diet and your pantries. And you can do it by doing a little detoxing with clean eating. Joining me this morning, Chef Egg, host of Chef Egg's Live Egg Experience. Well, I mean, I think I know what clean eating is, but what would you define it as being the expert?
Clean eating is taking out all the processed foods from your diet, doing the best you can. We want to eat lots of fresh vegetables, lean meats, beans, grains, all foods that you make yourself at home for very little bits of money.
Stuff that we did not eat during the holidays. That's why you say detox, right?
Exactly.
So this is going to clean us out.
I definitely had my share of cookies and cakes and all that good stuff.
You and me both, Chef.
So what I have over here is a fantastic dish that I'm going to make at Chef Egg's Live Cooking Experience on January 23rd at the Blue Moon Cafe.
Okay.
Now what I have over here is a beautiful winter veggie stir fry. It's got some parsnips, turnips, red peppers. You can see the beautiful Swiss chard in there. Onions, garlic, all that good stuff. What I have here is a little bit of low salt soy and a drop of honey, and that's going to lightly glaze the food. We don't want too much, too much sauce on the food. So we lightly glaze that food and let it cook for a minute, but then you take some of that, throw it on some whole grain rice. This is actually black wild rice right there. It looks phenomenal. Now we're talking about low-fat sources of protein that give you the energy you need throughout the day. And what I have here is a sesame-crusted salmon fillet. This is about $5 at the store. It's really great quality. It looks absolutely beautiful. And I've covered it in sesame seeds and seared it in a non-stick skillet with a little bit of olive oil, and that's all.
How come when we hear of, say, even stir fryer or Chinese food, we hear it's high in fat, not healthy, but this is healthy? Why is that?
Well, this is healthy because we're not frying anything, and a lot of American kind of Chinese food, Thai food, a lot of that stuff is fried. You don't actually know it, but they fry it back in the kitchen. So what we've done is I like to cook things in just a small amount of oil, about a teaspoon of oil, and that's for the whole entire dish. And when you do that, you get great color, you get great flavor, but you don't get all the fat. So we have our dish over here. I'm going to cover it with some cashews, give it a little bit of crunch, but also when you add a couple of nuts, it gives it a really fulfilling flavor.
Now, is this time, a lot of folks will say it's much easier, to run through the fast food, the drive-through.
Absolutely.
How about putting something like this together? How time-consuming is the
Well,
prep?
I'll tell you. I would say from start to beginning, this takes about a half an hour. And you figure if you go through that drive-through at 6:30 in the evening, it's going to take you about a half hour as well.
Just to wait in the line. Well, these are great tips, and I mean, how we all can benefit from this. We're going to have Rick. We're going to get rid of his quarter pounders with cheese and have him eat this. Yeah. You got to eat this, Rick, because he's starting the new year. We're going to get him going. Oh, thank you, Chef Egg. And again, we want to remind you that he's holding a detox cooking event, as he said, Thursday, January 23rd, 7:15. Get your eat on healthy at the Blue Moon Cafe, which is located.
And can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What does the fox say?
What does the Fox say? Fox says more information on tickets. Head to our website at foxbaltimore.com/morning.